give a huge warm welcome for John Mann. We love you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. How's everyone?
Good.
Yeah? I've got to give it to you guys. Hardcore. I keep saying hardcore, right? Saturday morning, you're all here. Yeah? Really hardcore. Thank you. Really appreciate the introduction. I don't know who he was introducing. And then I found out my name. So it's me, right? Okay. So I think the first question is why we're here, right? We've got better things to do. Now, I can tell you why I'm here. 49 years ago, Mum and Dad had there was no telly in the room. And they had an encounter. That's why I'm here. No, but seriously, why are you guys here? Yeah? Why are you guys here? You've got better things to do. It's a Saturday. You could be out walking the dog or out on holiday, whatever. So, would it be you want to make some more money? Yeah. Now, I want some engagement, right? So, when I ask you guys a question, I want you guys, and if it's a yes, which we would be, clench your fist and go, oh yeah, like that. Do you want some more money? Yeah. Oh yeah! I wasn't sure. Oh yeah! Right. So why would you want more money? Why would you want more money? Okay, good share. Any other shares?
Support family.
Support family, right. Any other shares? Lifestyle. Right. Any more?
Travel.
Pretty much, yeah?
Choice.
Choice, yeah. Freedom. Now, obvious one here. Who wants more time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! Well, you're not going to get any more. 24 hours, I've been told, every day. But why would you want more time? Why would you want more time? Any shares? Why would you want more time? To do more things. Because you say you want to travel, right? So you need time to travel, right? Yeah? So, don't know about you, but yeah. Do you want more happiness? Yeah, right? So if you've got more time, you've got more money, I think the third one is a no-brainer, yeah? I think you're going to be happier, right? So, but if you're not already financially free, maybe you're here because you want change. Oh yeah? Now, if you are financially free, I suggest you can go outside. You don't need to be here. But we're in this room. Now, basically, that's financial freedom. Now, everybody, it's a loaded word, this financial freedom. Everybody, it means different things to everybody. I heard travel, I heard family, I heard do things that I want to do. Everybody is different. For me, personally, it's just doing the things that I want to do with the people that I want to do it with and whenever I want to do it with. And just to be myself. I think I can tell my story a bit later on, but basically I wasn't being myself and I wasn't realizing what I really wanted to do. Now, being financially free, you've got that choice. You can do that sort of thing. So I think we need money. Now, it's not all about money, but we need money to be financially free. Now, what is your financial freedom figure? Now, you don't need to share it with me. Just have it in your head. Everybody's different. Okay, and it depends in which part of the country you live. In northern parts, you don't need as much. In the southern parts, you might need a little bit more. And in Hong Kong, you need a whole heap more. So have that in your mind, what it is. And then, imagine what you do with all that freedom, all that money, yeah? That's what we're here for today, right? It's all about change. It's all about choice. It's all about freedom. Are there any landlords in the room, by the way? Any landlords? Oh, yeah? Right. So, landlords, I think you guys are having a hell of a time with the government. I think You're not in anybody's Christmas card list. Am I right in saying that? Yeah. Okay. Tenants don't really like you as well. Do you have tenants like that? Most probably not, yeah. Yeah. I've got some like these guys. I'm from Glasgow, okay? So half the population look like that, I think. Now, being a landlord is tough. The government's on us. Oh, and yesterday I was on the news, listened to the news occasionally, and we've been told there's interest rate rises, yes? Imminent interest. I know they've been saying that for years and years, but I think this time, because of Brexit, because of inflation, this time is for real. This time is for real. What does that mean? Higher interest rates, less money in my pocket, because I'm paying interest on my mortgages. So not a really good time for landlords, really, if you guys are landlords or wanting to be landlords. And the government, in their wisdom, they put in a Section 24 tax. Now, for people, does anybody not understand what Section 24 is?
Can you explain it, please?
Yeah, basically it's robbery, isn't it? It's robbery. That's all I can say. It's worse than the triads, this. This is the government taxing on turnover. How's that possible? Taxing on turnover. We've got VAT, that's bad enough, and then you've got this Section 24, yeah? So it's really on turnover, not on your profit. Yes? It's on turnover. So if I collect £6,000 in rent in a year, it's taxed on that, not minus all my expenses. I don't think that's fair. But I'm not here to make the rules up, yeah? I'm just saying it's not fair. And then we've got this 3%. If you have a buy-to-let, a second property, you have to pay a 3% stamp duty. Another one that I don't think is fair, okay? So it's tough being a landlord. You certainly don't see people wearing T-shirts like that, right? It really is. Tenant issues, clause 24, 3% stamp duty, limited cash flow, rising interest rate. Why would you want to be a landlord? Why would you want to be in the property game? But there is an opportunity. Can anybody tell me? Yeah? Get some participation. Who wants to tell me what that is? This gentleman over here, please.
I know this one, so I'll pass on this one.
Right, you're passing that one. Anybody? Anybody? It doesn't.
Opportunity is now here.
Very good.
We have an entrepreneur. We have a business. Some people might read that as this. Now, to me, everything is perspective. Yes? Everything's perspective. So it could be read like that, it could be read like this. And that opportunity, my friend, is serviced accommodation. If you're a landlord or a wannabe landlord, yes, you should be looking at this opportunity. Why does this serviced accommodation opportunity exist? It exists because we have the internet revolution. Everything is connected these days. And we have e-commerce. People don't think twice about using their mobiles, devices, or going online to book hotels and stuff like that, yes? And we also have globalization. People are traveling a lot more. The world is a lot smaller. We think used to be, my parents, they would say, oh, fly to Hong Kong, it would be like once in a decade sort of thing. You know, I was just there, 2 months ago. So it's not a big deal now, all this travel, a lot more tourism. And the provision of mobile devices. I think before I start asking, does everybody know what a service accommodation is?
Tell us, John.
Thank you. It's a hands-free, and I stress, if you structure it right, it's hands-free hotel business. You're not in the property business. you're in the hotel business. You charge by the night, and in certain areas you might even charge by the hour. No, the ones that I do, you charge by the night. Okay. No more tenants. Remember I said about buy-to-let landlords? I don't know why you want to aspire to be a landlord. No tenants. You only have guests now. Yeah, they're your guests. Customer focus. You've got a contract. No tenancy. No tenants. No tenancy agreement. So people come to stay in your place, pay you good money, and they're on a contract. Yes. Yeah, there's a big difference there. Why would that make a difference? Because you are not paying all the buy-to-let stuff, the Section 24, because you're out of business and whatever. So, service accommodation secret number 1 today I'm going to share with you is you've got no more tenancy issues, which I stress. Secondly, you're not affected by Section 24 because effectively you're not in the property business, you're in the hotel business. Yeah. Number 3 is you don't pay stamp duty. It's not a buy-to-let. You're a business, yeah, like a trading business. And this is most important. What do we do it for? I asked about money, right? You've got much more of a massive cash flow as a hotel business. Can I show you an example of a lovely 3-bedroom maisonette in Glasgow? Now that is somewhere there. And not the whole thing is 40K. I bought this for 40K. Okay, 40K. Bought that about 2 years ago. I know it sounds incredible, isn't it? You can't even buy a broom cupboard in London. Some of you guys are from, right? Yes, I bought this for princely sum of 40K. My mortgage is less than £100 a month. I did a £3,000 spend on this. I put in a new kitchen, tidied up the bathroom, lick of paint, £3,000. Then I furnished this for £2,000. I put in some beds, sofas, and the rest I don't know, because my wife did it, the rest. I mean, pots and pans. What's needed in a home?
Trip to Hawaii.
What's needed in a home, right? So I suppose there might be cutlery, glasses, that sort of stuff. I don't know. She took the budget and spent it. Yeah, but it came to £2,000. Yeah. Now, just 3 months ago, I'm still averaging about £1,600 takings for this place. No, this is a month, sorry. Oh, you are. There is somebody even more greedier than me. Yes, for 6. That's not bad, huh? Who agrees that's not bad?
Yeah.
Come on. It's only 40K. I've only spent 45K. But they are expenses. Yes, they are expenses. Like any business, they are expenses. So I'm paying for the Wi-Fi. I'm paying for a TV license after they chased me for a bit. No. After they chased me a while. And also, I'm paying for the gas, the electricity. Yeah, I don't pay council tax on this because it's business, so I'm paying business rates. And because I'm on small, in Scotland it's called the small bonus scheme, or a small business bonus scheme, I can get that waived as well, 100%. So if you're thinking of a buy-to-let, or you have a buy-to-let, I don't know why you would do it, continue having a buy-to-let, because that cash flows about £1,000 a month for me. And it's been doing that consistently for about a year now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Silence in the room? Yeah? Can I tell you a little bit about myself before I did service accommodation? Would that be okay? Yeah. Okay, thank you. That was me, yeah. A bit younger. I am 48, by the way. This is, yeah, I know, I'm looking good, isn't it? And you don't get a tan like that in Glasgow. So I've been living the lifestyle, you see. Well, before I discovered service accommodation, I only had 2 buy-to-lets. I ran a chip shop. And now, if I'm allowed to backtrack a little bit further, how I got to being in a chip shop, you know, and because I remember when I was growing up, yeah, my mum would say, John, get a good education, yeah, it's important. Don't be like us, don't end up running a takeaway. Mum, I'm not that clever. I don't know what to do. What should I study at uni? John, be a doctor, be a lawyer, or be an accountant. Mom, I'm not brainy enough to be a doctor. I got a D for English in my O grade. And I don't understand what this accounting nonsense is. John, you're the oldest. Make an example for your brother. Make me proud. Don't mess up. Do not have a takeaway. Don't end up like us. Okay, Mum, I'll do my best, but I still don't know what I should be doing. Just get a bloody good education.
Who needs Coronation Street?
So, what did I do? I got a good education, didn't I? And this is from a guy, I was born in the UK, raised in Hong Kong, came back to this country when I was 8, didn't speak a word of English at 8, because I grew up in a village in Hong Kong. There are villages in Hong Kong, yeah. And I had to kind of be like an underdog. I mean, I felt left out in the system. Yeah, I had to hustle. I had to make my way. And when my mum said, "Don't end up like us," yeah, I listened to her advice. I don't knock that, but she told me just get a good education. Everything will be sorted. You know, just don't have a takeaway. So anyway, I managed to get a degree in information engineering, and I went to Hong Kong to work, thinking, well, I'm young, 2 years, and I'll be back. I'll be back to back to UK. But 2 years turned out to be 4, 4 turned to be 6, 6 turned to be 8, and by the time I'm finished, I've been in Hong Kong about 13 years, and I got married and had my daughter. Life just flies by, isn't it? I didn't design it. Backtrack, I didn't even know what I wanted to do. And then here I was in Hong Kong. I never thought I was in Hong Kong. Oh, by the way, I haven't told you this. When I went back to Hong Kong, I didn't know a word of Chinese. How's that? Because my mum and dad spoke a different dialect. There's like 100 dialects in China. So I spoke this dialect, and in Hong Kong they spoke another dialect. So I had to relearn the whole damn thing again. And that way it was, they call me a banana in Hong Kong. Yellow on the outside, but white on the inside. So I had racism the other way. Thank you. So, hey, I'm just trying to tell you, I've hustled. Yeah, I grafted. I get that from my mum. Yeah, just work hard. Don't make me proud. Yeah. So, anyway, in 2004, I had totally had it. I ended up. I wouldn't say I was clinically depressed, but I wasn't happy for the last 3-4 years. I really dreaded my job at the bank. Yeah, I was in the IT department and had these multinational. Well, it was meetings at awkward times. To put it that way, like 1 a.m. because it was a it had multi locations. So and I just didn't like what I was doing. I didn't felt I was enjoying myself. Every year I've been basically had pay rises, and every 2 years I had job promotions. You would think, wow, he's living the lifestyle, but I just didn't feel that way. Yeah. So I had it. I chucked it in, and I came back to the UK, and I bought a chip shop. John, make me proud. Do not get a takeaway. Mum, I just bought a chip shop. Right? That's life for you. I didn't design that. Obviously, I didn't want a chip shop. But I had enough of this corporate life. I really had it. Right? So I just want total change, freedom. And it was cheap. It was cheap enough. Sometimes in life, you have to take cheap as chips. Sometimes in life, you have to take action, especially when your back's against the wall. Because I was totally depressed in Hong Kong. I didn't like it. I didn't want Jessica to be raised in Hong Kong. It was just too competitive. Nobody understands freedom. Do you understand me? It's a very conformative, restrictive society, and I didn't want Jessica to be there because I've got, I would say best of both worlds. I've got comparison, and I loved the idea of being able to bring her up with her own freedoms. So that's my big why. I'm doing it for my kids. This property thing and everything, I'm just showing her that there is an alternative way to do it. So I ran a chip shop not long ago, and then I discovered service accommodation. How did I discover it? Well, I had 2 buy-to-lets, remember? I fell into it accidentally. My father, I was managing his property. He had a tenant that was good, and then because of circumstance, he had mental issues. He was attacked. He was a taxi driver. He was attacked during Christmas. He was actually slashed and bottled. So we didn't know that at the time. So he wouldn't answer his call, wouldn't open the door, wouldn't pay his rent. And then about 4 or 5 months afterwards, he did finally come to his senses. He did actually speak to me. I said, what happened? You were a really good paying tenant. Why are you not paying the rent? What's happened? Showed me his victim support letter. He's receiving counseling, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, my dad's a landlord. He needs to be paid. Can you pay something? So we came to an agreement, and basically he left. And we didn't chase after him because, we didn't want to evict him and whatnot. It's not his fault. But at the end of the day, as landlords, we want to get paid. So my dad became motivated. I suggested this idea, why don't I rent it off you? And there's this new thing called serviced accommodation. What's that? Serviced accommodation, it's like a hotel thing. Yeah, I could give it a try, He was motivated enough because he hadn't received 4 or 5 months' rent. So that's it there. Actually, that's not a bad rating for 8.3, and I've got about 80 reviews. So that's in Glasgow. And what I found out after 2 months of running it was I was receiving the same cash flow as my 2 buy-to-lets. Now, my 2 buy-to-lets both cash flow about £350. So I was getting £700 for a property that I didn't own. Epiphany? Why would you want to be a buy-to-let landlord? So I went on a bit of a steroid thing, just grow the system. Now, what do? I'm financially free. Now, like I said, it's a loaded word. It means different things to different people. I'm not talking to boast. I'm financially free. It just gives me the freedom to do what I want to do and be the person that I want to be. Yeah, I don't have a flashy Porsche. That's not me. I wouldn't mind a private jet. It would be a lot quicker getting to Doncaster. I'm not flashing that way. This is about me showing my kids there is another way. Yeah, another way. And my mum and dad. That's important. I want to be able to go, I got a takeaway and I made it big in property, yeah? And I'm financially free. So I'm full-time in property. I own and manage over a dozen service accommodation units. I'm doing a development in Newcastle, GDV of 2.2 million, with a potential to convert all or part of them to service accommodation units. Thank you. I can call George a friend sometimes. My business partner. I train and mentor. And I'm also network host for Glasgow Property Leverage Networking Meeting. That's what I want to do. It's not all about the money. Money is important. It's having the freedom to do that. If you're not financially free, you can't be, it's harder to do all these things. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah? It's what I want to be doing. I don't want to do the IT stuff. Maybe you're thinking, I'm too late to party. Everyone is doing it already. There's always one there, isn't it? There's always one. They think, oh no, it's oversaturated. It's oversaturated. Can't make any more money. Let me dispel that. Booking.com, Airbnb, they've been growing at a massive pace. And they predict in about 5 years, in certain places, certain cities, service accommodation will overtake, yes, I say overtake, hotel bookings. That's a fact. Airbnb is still a very relatively new company, and they've been growing year on year and year, right? They started with, you know how the name, does anybody know how the name Airbnb came about? Anyone share?
I do remember this. Was it something to do with that they got a house and they've got a load of airbeds and they put them out in the front room and rented them out for some music festivals?
They were based in San Francisco. Yeah, they're based in San Francisco. And this is, you know, it's not rocket science. They had, massive oversubscription, not enough rooms. And you're right, just bought a bunch of airbeds. It's better than sleeping on the streets. And that's how it all started, Airbnb. Unbelievable story. It's still on the up. Yes? So guys, if you think the market's saturated, everybody knows about this, no, it isn't. It's still on the uptrend. However, it is more competitive now. I've only been doing it 2 years, but it's definitely more competitive. There's a lot more courses, a lot more people, a lot more practitioners out there. But professionally run ones, not that many. As a business, you can do 1 or 2, yes, as a hobby. But if you want to run 12, 15 or whatever, that's a business. It's not a hobby. It's not as simple as, I'll just put it on Airbnb. How difficult is that? It isn't difficult. You just need to take a few photos, get the missus to buy the cutlery or whatever. Hey, I've got an Airbnb business, but that's not a business. It's an Airbnb, yes, but it's not a business, okay? Maybe you've got thoughts, oh, it doesn't work in my area. Well, I've not met any areas that hasn't worked, okay? I think what you need to think is, it does work everywhere, but you need to understand different customers. You need to understand the demographics of this area and who your customers are, different price points. You need to understand it more. It's not, oh, I stuck it up in Airbnb, I didn't get any inquiries, it doesn't work. It works everywhere, I can tell you. Maybe you say, I don't have the time. If you don't have the time, it's not, because you told me it's a business. Because why do we get into property? Most people get into property because they think it's passive income. Am I right?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
But this isn't passive. Huh? Why do it? Why is John recommending it? Well, let me dispel that too. Because you can put systems in place. Now, like Richard Branson, who has Virgin, yeah? Do you think, oh, I don't want to set up a big company like that because it's not passive, it's an active business. Well, he's got systems in place, hasn't he? Right? Operations can be standardized. Because remember, we're talking about a business. Business has to be standardized, yes? Because you've got systems, you've got employees, it's got to be standardized. Everything can be outsourced. You don't need to do it all yourself. Yeah? And if you've not got any of that, you can joint venture. Get me to do the hard work and pay handsomely for it. Maybe you say, oh, it's too complicated, there's too many. I'm just used to buying a buy-to-let, it's easy. Bless you, Dad. It's easy. This seems like, how do I give the keys? How do I take bookings? How do I take payments? What if the credit card bounced? What if the guests don't show up? Too many of these what ifs. What if the customer damages the telly? What if, the guests check in at 2 in the morning? All these what ifs. Yeah? Let me dispel that too. Basically, because I can show you. For you guys, I've written a course, and it's a proven 6-step blueprint, to give you a service accommodation business that is job replacing in 90 days without experience or even money. And that system is called the Lemons system. We've got a fruity feel here, fruity theme. Now, what happens when I did this course, I said, lemons. When life gives you lemons, what do? And I'm just continuing the theme, right? So basically, I've not been dealt the best cards in life, and that's not an excuse. You just have to make the best. So I've got the service accommodation, and I thought, right, this name would be good. So what does L stand for? Legwork. Legwork, that's the hard graft, understanding service accommodation as a business. Will it work? Is it feasible? All the laws, people talk about the planning, and is it legal and all this stuff, okay? Well, let me tell you, that's we covered in my legwork section. Effect. I use the word effect. You don't need to buy your service accommodation. You don't need. There's rent to rent. I also told you about commercial conversion. That's a hell of a sexy strategy. Yeah, you're adding loads of value, and you've got probably one of the highest cash flowing property strategies out there. Marry the two. Yeah, you don't need to be a rocket scientist. It's going to make loads of money. Marketing. Lifeblood of your business. Now, the whole aim of marketing is getting the rooms available there, getting good reviews, getting repeat customers. Now, if you don't know what you're doing, then your business isn't going to survive and thrive for too long, okay? Operations, all the nitty-gritty bits, Who likes to go and do the housekeeping? Say it. No? Damn. Well, I've tried different ways of doing it. I've got the missus to do it. No, she didn't like it. In companies, or you use companies. Who's going to handle the laundry? What if towels go missing? All that stuff. This is the operations. And the property maintenance, the checkups on the property, yes? All this has to be done, taken care of, because remember, these aren't tenants, these are guests. You're running a hotel, yeah? You're running a hotel. Numbers, what is a healthy service accommodation business? You know, what's the KPIs? I will tell you in this section, you know. And once you've mastered it for 1 or 2, why just keep it at 1 or 2? This is a business, remember? Scale. I'll talk to you about all the different strategies, how to scale this. How do I get started? I know you guys are saying, give it now. How do I get started as soon as possible? Well, I've created a course. Surprise, surprise. It's on the 11th and 12th of November, right here. Only for the sum of 2,997. Remember that financial freedom figure I asked? Yeah? What is it? It only costs you less than $3,000 to get that figure every month. Yeah? It's not a lot. It's not a big ask. Let me tell you what's involved. It's 2 days, full training and support on the Lemon system. I'll go through each of the modules. There's no fluff, basically. There's no fluff. It's all detail. It's all content. I'm still at the trenches. I can still do it. It's not just, oh, I do it in theory. I am actually a practitioner. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes? I'm a practitioner. I'm not away from the coalface, but I am away from, if you see what I mean, yes? In Doncaster, there's only 9 places left. In the course, I'll show you how to understand the different customer sectors, identify demand and feasibility, and I'll also explain and get you to understand the planning permissions, identify, I need to cross that out, not gold mine, not diamond mine, platinum mine area, platinum mine. This is even more valuable than gold mine. How to set up your company properly. Do I do this? Do I do that? Is it a limited company? Is it a limited liability? I will talk about that in the course. How to even acquire service accommodation without your own money. Yeah, not without money, without your own money. Optimize your booking and your marketing in booking.com. Optimize your marketing in booking.com, Airbnb, and many other online travel agents. I'm not done. You're going to get good reviews if you follow my system, because without good reviews, guess what? Social proof. Your accommodation is rubbish. It's not clean. The host is not responsive, blah, blah, blah. You wouldn't get any more repeat custom. You wouldn't get any more business, and it'll be the death of your business. That is important. I'll also show you how to employ and manage cleaners and handyman, which is essential for the. You might think, oh, that's quite simple, but there are systems in place to do all that. So you can, again, I stress, hands-free business. You can set up I will tell you how to set up all the back office systems, the payment systems, the booking systems, how to arrange the cleaners, and all that. My business runs on a team of virtual assistants. While I'm here, they're in the Philippines. Actually, one is working right now for me to take care of my business. So I've got all the systems and all the procedures in place to make that happen. I stress again, hands-free business. Yeah? You'll get support from the community, and I'll help you progress. Let me show you another example booking that I got just recently. This is a 3-bedroom, ex-local authority property. I've got a booking here for 10 nights at 1280. Now, to me, in the old day before, this was a buy-to-let. In my old days, that was 2 months rent, 2 months gross rent. And I'm getting in 10 days. Yeah, there'll be more expenses, there's a little bit more running around. I get that. But I think it's worth the pain, personally. Yeah, personally. What will you get? You'll get the course, and I'll also throw in my management contract, the rent-to-rent management contract. I've got a few rent-to-rents as well. You'll get lifetime support to the community. There'll be a Facebook community. I'll also give you, yes, give you a money-back guarantee. Total value to you, if you pay me $2,997, it's $8,991. Remember that financial freedom figure. Am I making sense here, anyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Making sense?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Would you like to know today's price?
Yes.
How about, oh yeah! Today's only price is, let me explain to you after the money back guarantee. Now, this money back guarantee is 100%. If you don't get 2 units in 1 year, I'll give you your course fees back. I will. You've got it on tape. I will give you your course fees. But you've got to follow all the instructions that I tell you. If you don't, you can't blame me. I mean, you haven't followed instructions. I'm telling you, it's a blueprint. It works. Okay? It works. You just have to follow the instructions. So, what would you get? You get the course, you get the contract, you get the community, you get your money back guarantee. Total value, like I says, $8,991. Today's only price is $1,397. No VAT. No VAT, not plus VAT, by the way, no VAT. I love this quote. The price of inaction is far greater than the cost of making a mistake. It's all about taking action, people. Yeah? If you don't take action, nothing will change. Nothing will change. If you are not financially free now, I suggest you look at this opportunity seriously. Yeah? So what is stopping you? If you are sitting there and you are contemplating on taking this course, what is really stopping you? Let me throw in a little sweet and a little bonus. I like to reward people that take action. The first 5 people who register will get my deal analyzer. You put in a postcode, put in the numbers, and it'll tell you whether it's worthwhile to do or not. That must be worth it something, yeah? So you don't want to make a mistake. So what will you get now? You get the course, you get my management contract, you get the Facebook community support, you get your money back guarantee, which I explained, you get the bonus deal analyzer, total value, just shy of 10 grand. All for the price of $1,397. I'm not done. How many of these essays do you need to cover the course fee? How many? Come on, it's not a trick question. Anybody? Well,
2 or 3.
what was my money back guarantee?
The whole lot.
2.
Course fee.
2.
2 in a year.
What does that mean? It's a no-brainer, right? So say you only did 1 and you paid me the course fee, right? You did 1. And it didn't do 1,000, it did 500. Still, would that not be a good return on your money? A month? Your course fee is a one-off? Come on. If you think about it, just stop going to Costa or whatever. Break it down like that, yeah? It's only 6 months of not drinking Costa and you can come to my course. And this is much better, right? Bless you. Was that a sneeze or an orgasm?
Got it in.
Yes. But I'm not done. I'm not done. I know you guys are a hard crowd to please. Really hard crowd. I've got another bonus. Remember I mentioned about the virtual assistants? Yeah? They're based in the Philippines, or could be based anywhere actually. But I just chose Philippines because I think they've got a good standard of English, and I worked with other virtual assistants, and I think they're very diligent. They're very, I don't know, they just sat well with my value set. They're very loyal. If you communicate well with them, they're very loyal. So I will give you all the scripts, all of my systems, all the stuff that I use to employ my VAs. I give them tests. I give them interviews and stuff to find out if they're the right fit. And then once you've employed them, you need to know all the systems, right? Remember, they're about 8,000, 9,000 miles away. You can't just go over the desk and have a look at what they're doing, right? So you've got to have systems in place. And I will expose all my systems to you on how we can use the virtual assistant to manage your hands-free serviced accommodation business. That must be worth at least that amount. So what you get, let me recap. You get my course, you get my management contract, you get the support to the community, you get my money back guarantee, you get my deal analyzer, and you also get my VA package. It's over 10 grand now, the value. Value to you is over 10 grand. And all I'm asking for is 1397. Maybe it's the price, isn't it? That's what's stopping you. Well, we all know who it is. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. So don't look at the price, people. Look at the value. Even my 7-year-old can understand that. Does anybody not understand that? Okay. Not done. Because there's another bonus, because I know you guys are hardcore and tough on me. There's another bonus. There'll be a consultation call, mentoring call with me. Now, I've not specified time. If I like you, I might talk to you for days. If I don't like you, I might just hang up. So it's I don't put a limit on it. It just depends where it is, right? So that must be worth at least that. If I spoke to you for an hour. Yeah? This could be life-changing, people, yes? This is life-changing stuff. So what you'll get the course, you'll get my contract, the rent-to-rent contract, you'll get the lifetime support to the community, you'll get my money-back guarantee, you'll also get my deal analyzer, you'll get my VA package, you'll get my coaching session, like I said, unlimited. The value to you is 10.5 grand. And today, I'm asking for 1397. Some of you might think, oh, that's too cheap, maybe. You got the numbers wrong, right? No, seriously, I want you to succeed because it feels good. This is what financial freedom is. I've got this opportunity now to show you guys how it's done, you know, how it's changed my life. So if there is people stopping you, you know, from doing it, make sure if that person is doing it already. A lovely quote here, Chinese proverb. The person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who is doing it. So if somebody's saying you can't do it, or that stuff is a bit of a scam, or it's a lot of hassle, bad reviews, are they doing it? If they're not doing it, or they're not like me, a practitioner, don't listen to that advice, right? Don't listen. There will be loads of naysayers, yes? I remember when I started in the property, my mum and dad, they've never invested in their life, naysayers. Don't invest it, you know, it's risky. It's all perception. I would never, if I discovered this strategy, you know, it's mind-blowing. Just don't let your mind confuse you. That's all I'm saying. So what is stopping you? If you still have doubts that you should think, oh, maybe service accommodation is not for me, or, what is stopping you? Because I can tell you, service accommodation has changed my life. It can change yours too. It really can. Because I'm nothing special. Honestly, 2 years ago, I ran a chip shop. I tried the education game, climbing up the corporate ladder, not finding much success and joy there. Tried my hand at running a small business, thinking I was going to be like Nick's McDonald's of the chippy. Didn't work. It's hard work. It's hard graft. Yeah. Pivoted again. I got my buy-to-lets, and at that rate, do you think I'm going to be financially free in a short buy-to-let? $350, and this is in Glasgow. $350 a net a month. That's actually not bad. Very good. But now, a service accommodation, I get like 5 times, up to about 5 times a normal buy-to-let. I ask you again, what is your financial freedom figure? Yes? And how many of these essays do you need to change your life? If it's 2, I've already said I'm going to give you your money back guarantee if you don't achieve it. So what you get my course, you get my management contract, you get the Facebook community and the support, you get my money back guarantee, you get the deal analyzer, you get the VA package, you get my coaching call, unlimited time, way over 10 grand worth of value. Remember, it's not the price, it's the value. All for $13.97. Yeah? You guys are really tough crowd. And it breaks my heart, but George asked me to do a special for you guys. I'm not going to charge $13.97. No, I'm not going to charge that. Because you guys are special. And George is special and has asked me to. Let me do that. Right. If you're still not sure, I think this statement is quite true. It's the highest cash flowing strategy on the planet, in the universe even. And if you combine this with commercial conversion, wow, it's on steroids. Yeah. Seriously, guys, that's what I'm thinking. Under $1,000, and I guarantee for you 2 service accommodation units. Today's only event price, that's it. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's good.
I'm not done. So if you're still thinking, what's stopping you? Excuses will always be there. Opportunity will not. Seriously, opportunity. This is an opportunity of service accommodation. If you think you want to do this free, I'll do this maybe later, next year, next week, whatever. That next bit, forget it. Now. When's the best time to plant a tree?
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
10 years ago or now? Now. Yes.
Not desperate at all.
Right, let me recap. You're getting that course. You get the management contract. You're getting the Facebook community. You're getting my money back guarantee. You're getting the deal analyzer. You're getting the VA package. You're getting the coaching session. All this to you from $1997.
Can I trade him on Mac?
That's fine. Thank you. Thank you. I'm done. Woo! Thank you.